Facebook Live shortly.
Best Hall & Oates song in the catalog right here. Is it right here? Can you go for that? Hey, it's John, Drop Off Line Sports. Tomorrow, for sure, the star of the show will be back. Drop Off Line Sports brought to you by Bobcat of Indy. Love you, Bobcat of Indy. You guys are the absolute best. The star is at Grandma's. The star will be back later on today. Therefore, the star will be on board for us tomorrow. With Mr. Cup, hide the cheap sunglasses, and I'm sure all of her friends here in the front seat. Good morning, Tyler Cox. Everybody that is watching. Hey, first things first. I'm going to get to a lot of, my eyes are watering. Like last night, not a big deal. Last night I got absolutely poked in the eye by my friend Paul Bennett. My eye keeps watering like crazy, man. The only thing I wanted to get, it looks a little bit swollen, but I wanted to get a big black eye, like a big kick-ass black eye going. And I didn't. I called Paul B last night and I said, man, I want a big kick-ass black eye, but I didn't get it, man. It's just watering all the time. That's about it. Anyway, I got to thank the town of Ferdinand, Indiana. The town of Ferdinand, Indiana is having one of their big German beer fests that they do down in Du Bois County all the time. Ferdinand's a little bit south of Jasper. Ferdinand, I think, is on 231 between Santa Claus and Jasper. So you go right through it on your way to Holiday World if you ever go down there. Ferdinand's one of my favorite places. I love Jasper and Huntingburg and Ferdinand. And they invited me down on a Friday to do the show. Seltzer, you're not going to give me a black eye tonight. You haven't played in like months. You haven't played in months. You haven't played since I had knee surgery. Come on, Seltzer. Yeah, I'm gonna. I see. That's right, Heath. Man, I wanted to like be able to wear an eye patch or something today, like Kramer did in Seinfeld. I know. Anyway, Ferdinand's a great place, great town. That's Forest Park High School, down in southern Indiana. Forest Park High School is one of the better high schools, and they invited me to come out to their beer fest and do the show down there live. I don't know. It's a little bit of short notice, at least for our engineers. Not so much for me. I mean, hell, I can hop in the truck and drive down there. But it's a little bit, Kevin, that made me laugh. It's a little bit of a short notice for the engineers. So I'm going to ask today and see if we can do it. But if not, I got to thank the town of Ferdinand. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's one of the better invitations ever, because I do love it. It's awesome down there. I could do a variety of things. Take the kids, drop them off at Holiday World. I could hit the Schnitzelbank, which is right on the way too. Awesome. Corey Hall says that I need a Rip Hamilton mask. Yeah, I wanted to have like a little swelling or a little black eye or something. I got a watering eye working right now. That's it. A little Queen for us this morning. All right. Thank you, Ferdinand, too. I appreciate it. More than you know. Good morning, Joel. All right. Do we believe Andrew Luck? Ryan, good morning to you. Do we believe that Andrew Luck is going to be ready week 1 against the Bengals? Do we believe he's going to be the starting quarterback during the week 1 versus the Bengals? Do we believe everything that was said yesterday? Yes or no? Go ahead and thumbs it up, or you can bring me some questions on it too. You guys aren't buying it. Some of you guys aren't buying it. Here's the thing, and this makes the most sense. This is not like last year. This is absolutely not like last year. You want to know why it's not like last year? It's because last year they were told he was going to be ready, but they were in scramble mode where they found out that he wasn't going to be ready. And people want to suggest, well, they lied, and you can't trust that organization. They didn't lie last year. Irsay didn't lie. They handled it wrong. They handled it bad. Irsay should not have come out and went against. The protocol was, we're going to stay quiet, see where this goes, because, you know, we can't put a timetable on it because we don't know what's going on here, because the whole shoulder thing, and it may take longer. And Jim went against the protocol. Jim went with what he was being told behind the scenes, and it burned him, and it made everybody look bad, made the organization look bad, and it made fans, a lot of fans, say, well, these guys are deceiving us. These guys are trying to put one over on us. They're trying to sell tickets. They're trying to keep us engaged with interest. And that's not what they were trying to do, but I understand why you thought that then, because that's how it looked. I mean, that was a thought that you could, I think, come up with justifiably, but it wasn't what was going on. Anyway, fast forward to this year. This is completely different because this is everybody. This is not just Jim stepping outside the box of what the plan was going to be about handling Luck. Good morning, Gary Hudson. This is not that. This is everybody saying that they like where he is. He's going to be ready. They're not worried about it. And then this is Andrew Luck. This is Andrew Luck at the end of the press conference yesterday saying, hey, I'm going to be there in week 1. I'm going to be ready in week 1. So there's no going back from this now. Now, this is twofold. You can be excited. You can move on and talk about just what type of player that Luck is going to end up being. I know, right? I got the cars in the background here. You might think I'm crazy. Is that ironic? But I think we can move on now to talk about what type of quarterback he can still end up being. If he's ever going to be what you thought he was going to be again. You can talk about how long it's going to take him to get back, into, being a quarterback, how many lumps he's going to take. I think you can start talking about that because Andrew Luck says that he's going to be ready week 1. And if he's not ready week 1, I completely understand there's not going to be anybody out there that's ever going to believe anything the Colts say again. And that's the fine line that you're towing here, because believe me, out there, they don't want you thinking that they're deceiving. They don't want that. And they realize this is a very important time and has been for the past 3 years for this fan base, and they're on the downhill slide, and they don't want that. So they're not going to jeopardize that just to sell a ticket here or there. That's silly. So, that's kind of where we are right now. Where Andrew Luck has said he is going to be ready, and you expect him to be ready. So I decided to advance the conversation and now to what this guy's ever going to look like. Is he going to look like Chad Pennington? Is he going to have the arm strength of Chad Pennington, or is he going to live up to the expectations that many of you thought he was going to live up to 3 years ago? So we can hit that if you guys want. Rick Clark says they'll be doing a lot of running and anything short pass plays. I think that by the time they're not going to play him if he can't throw the ball. If he can't make the throws, they're not going to play him. So I think he's going to be ready to utilize the playbook, let's say. How about that? So, hey, your thoughts on Andrew Luck this morning, if you guys want to do that. Adam Howard says the big question is what happens when he takes a hit and lands. See, that's advancing the conversation. That's right. I mean, that is advancing the conversation. I think that's what we need to talk about. Well, what's going to happen when he gets hit? Yep, Corey Kinney says he's ready. Absolutely. What happens when he's going to be? What happens when he gets hit? What happens after the first series? What happens after the first half? What happens after the first game? Is he making the throws? Is he high, low? Is he nervous? I mean, all those questions I think we can now advance to past, well, the guy may never play again, right? Because Andrew Luck himself said yesterday that he's going to be playing in week number 1. So there you go. All right, Jack Clark, good morning to you. All right, what else we got here question-wise? Let me double back. Yeah, Corey Kinney, you're right. He is ready. Matt Weaver wants to talk about the World Cup news. World Cup, what is that? World Cup, good Lord, how old am I going to be when that one comes? Is that 2026? Yeah, 18/4/22, yeah. So the World Cup 2026 is going to be in North America, right? So it's going to be here, it's going to be in Mexico, it's going to be in Canada. I haven't seen a site where it's going to be in Chicago or Indianapolis, but I did see that. World Cup, maybe by 2026? Maybe by then that Team USA will have a team competing in it, man. That'd be good, yeah. 2026. BT Dew says first game, first player will be play action, and Luck will throw a deep ball just to show everyone. That's, you know what, I thought about that too, Brian, man. That's probably right. You know what, Colleen? I saw a list that had Cincinnati and Nashville, but no Indy or no Chicago. Is that a bad list? It might be a bad list. Jennifer says, hopefully a better coaching staff and better game plans. We won't have to throw the ball a zillion times. I would expect that, but I would expect him to try to be what he is. I don't think there's any doubt about that. See, Christopher saw this too. Indy is not on the host city list. Cincinnati is. Cincinnati is, and so is Nashville. I think that's the closest to us. Cincinnati and Nashville from what I saw. Joel Wonder says, U.S. Open this weekend. Does Tiger make the cut? Oh, you guys want to know my U.S. Open pick? Normally, these guys don't make it. He likes to get mad and throw his clubs. He's a bit overweight, but he's incredibly talented. He's from Spain by way of Arizona State University. My pick, Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm for the U.S. Open is my pick. And I'm going to guess that Tiger does make the cut. Jon Rahm is my pick. I saw, you know what, I might be wrong, guys. Like, Corey's telling me about the map. I can see Cincy on the list since there's just got an MSL. Oh, yeah. See, I saw a list earlier today, and Indy wasn't on it. How about Romano going 8 innings and then getting pulled off the win in the 10th? Yeah, I'll talk about that later on today, too, for sure. Man, sorry about my eyes are watering. Not because I'm crying or anything. It's because I got poked in the eye last night. Accidentally. It is all good. But my eye keeps watering. Anyway, we got the luck news for you. Like Colleen says, hopefully luck does go deep. They're not going to put him out there if he can't make the throws. There's just some things you can't backpedal. This is one of those things you cannot backpedal. You can't say, hey, I'm going to be ready, and then not be ready. I mean, you can't do that. After last year with this fan base and how the Colts handled it, and the Colts handled it just incredibly wrong last year. They just did. I mean, there was a point where you just got to be up front and you got to tell everybody what has been going on and what is going on. And I know most of that is because Luck doesn't want everybody to know what's going on or what is going on. There's still, honestly, there is still a bit to the story that we don't know. And there's like something why he went and they went from being so sure right up until the start of the season that he was going to be ready, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. And I know we've heard the rumors, like somebody's Uber driver said that a player, teammate had said that he was involved in a snowboarding accident. I've never been able to verify if that's true or not. Oh yeah, one of the best Police songs ever right here, thank you very much. But something else happened. Something else happened other than just, pain and discomfort. Something else happened, and one of these days hopefully we find that out, because there's certainly more to the story here. What else? There's a list of 17 will be cut to 10. Cincy and Nashville the closest. Thank you. I saw that too. All right, let's do a little ranker really quick. You guys want to do a ranker? Let's rank Police songs, not Sting by himself, but the group Police. 1 to 5. I'll be honest with you, this is my favorite Police song right here. My favorite Police song. So let's rank them 1 to 5. Not albums, but songs. I know a lot of you would say Synchronicity. Some of you would say Ghost in the Machine. But I want to do songs. Police songs. Since it's playing right now, let's do Police songs. Sir Dan, hey, JMV from Michigan, shows up here, suck. I miss you guys. Thank you, buddy. Hey, tune in on the app. Please. Love to have you tuning in on the app, Dan. Thank you, man. All right. My favorite Police song sounds like this. Turn it up. Mercy. You like this? Look at Brian Spice on board this morning, man. Message in the bottle. I like this. This has got a little reggae to it. I like Message in a Bottle. I'm gonna go here. Walking on the Moon. I'm gonna go So Lonely. Alright. I'm gonna go Can't Stand Losing You. Message in a Bottle, and about Synchronicity 2, top 5 right there. What do you think? You like that? I know it's a little. I know a do, a da, or I know Every Breath You Take, King of Pain, Don't Stand So Close to Me. I think I got to go the really old Police. Walking on the Moon and So Lonely, I think, are my top two right there. I love this song. This makes me want to run in the house and grab my CBD oil and put it under my tongue, if you know what I mean. Robert Long says King of Pain. I'm going to guess some of you are going to go King of Pain. No. Every Breath You Take, King of Pain. Roxanne. Don't Stand So Close to Me. And a Do-Do-Do and a Da-Da-Da. Some people don't like the older Police stuff like this or so lonely, so lonely. I don't like, the one I don't like that some people like is Canary in a Coal Mine. Canary in a Coal Mine back in the day. That's some early Police I don't dig on, but I like this. Top 5 Police this morning. All right, what else we got going on? Any other questions? Good morning, Chad. Thank you for joining us. I got a big show later on today. I thought yesterday that Phil Steele was going to join, and then we got wrapped up in all the luck conversation. So Phil Steele today. We'll talk to Sekou Smith of NBA.com later on today. I don't know when this is going to be, but later on this summer, I know Tony booked Kenny Loggins for the show, which is pretty awesome. I don't think there's anybody that is more perfect to have Kenny Loggins on his radio show than me. You agree? Yeah, I mean, most people in my generation, back to the Police, Heath, for a moment, recognize Synchronicity as the best album and their favorite album. But, I mean, I think I was in 5th grade when Ghost in the Machine was out. Ghost in the Machine was pretty big. If memory serves. I mean, I can't remember the album this is on. This is like from 79, I think, right here.
Walking on the Moon.
Barbara Jean says, hey, John Waite's opening for Randy Bachman at Hoosier Park. Did you know that, Barbara, we're going to get both John Waite and Randy Bachman on the show? Did you know that John Waite has been on the show before? I can go John Waite. I can go John Waite as a solo artist. I can go John Waite as what? The Babies? And Randy Bachman, Bachman, Turner Overdrive, and the Guess Who all day long with that conversation. Good morning, Mike McFarland. So, yeah, both are going to be on the show. I don't know when, but for sure both will be on the show. They'll be at Hoosier Park coming up this summer. So that'll be fun. See, I like doing that, man. Uh-oh. What do you guys think? A little beat mix? Little.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
What is this, Mars right here? Pump Up the Volume by Mars. Dan, I completely agree. I think that the Babies are very underrated. Completely agree. Yeah, it's on, what is it called, Heath? Regatta de Blanc from 1979 is what I was thinking of. I couldn't remember what the hell the title of the album was. Man, my man Brian Spice is watching down in GC. How you doing, Spice? When are we going to do some summertime fun here? Right? Summertime fun. When is that happening? All right, I'm going to put out a poll a little bit later on whether or not you believe that Andrew Luck is going to start game number 1 against the Bengals. Do you believe that? Or do you think that they're trying to put one over on you? Again, I'm just here to tell you that they're not trying to put one over on you. But if you think they are, you can certainly let me know. We'll do that today. What is this, 1988? I wish I could remix like this. Anybody out there remix like this? That's pretty awesome. Later on today, too, I've got tickets to see Social Distortion, tickets to see Steve Miller Band, and tickets to see Keith Urban later on today. So we'll do that after 3 o'clock. Remember, the star of the show is going to be back tomorrow. Corey Hall says after last year, I don't think they would try to put one over on us. I don't even think that Corey, honestly, they would even give the impression that they would try to do that. Because not only would you lose the fan base right now, you may never get some of them back. I mean, you may never get some of them back. I mean, last year did some damage. I mean, it's been 3 years of disappointment and losing, and questions and bad news. And some people were just kind of ready to go away. So, I don't think you jeopardize that at all, especially down a path where football is going, where you got a lot of question marks coming up in the next 20 years, as by many who believe that football may not be around, it may be on the downslide. So I don't think you're going to jeopardize that to sell a couple of tickets. That's, and I know they've told me that that's not what they're doing, and that's all nonsense, but I understand if you're sitting around and you're thinking about last 3 years and this is what's going on, and you're thinking about bad news and, hey, they got to sell tickets, and you think somebody's trying to put one over on you. But I can tell you that they haven't been. It just, beyond anything else, doesn't make any sense. From Doug Hall, it's encouraging because it came out of Luck's mouth. I mean, he set the bar. He said, this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to be ready. And if he's not, then they're in deep, and I mean deep, deep trouble. It's from Noel. The Baby's big hit was a song called Every Time I Think of You. They had one more too, right? God, I can't think of the other one right now. Hold on. I have trouble thinking of the titles of other songs while songs are actually playing. Anybody else have that problem? Every Time I Think of You, and what was the other song that they had? I think 1979, 1980. They had one more hit, the Babies did. They're an incredibly underrated band right there. I completely agree with you. This Is the Time? Is that what it's called, guys? This Is the Time, I think, was that other Babies song. It's from Mike. Connecticut water question of the day. Will Andrew Luck play more than one quarter during the preseason? You know what's funny? Frank Reich said after Luck met with the media yesterday that Luck was going to play in the preseason, even against what he normally thinks should be happening. He doesn't like to play a starting quarterback in the preseason. Isn't it time? This is the time. Something like that, Jeff. Yep, we're on the right track. All right, stuff to give away later on today. Thank you for watching every morning right here. I cannot thank you enough. Jeff Seltzer, I don't know if I'm going to hoop it up later on tonight. Landy's got a little baseball practice, but I might be over there ready to go. I mentioned we have tickets to give away coming up later on today. I'll get both the NBA side of things and free agency and the draft and the Pacer stuff with Sekou Smith later today. And we'll also get to some Colts conversation, some college football with the absolute best. Phil Steele joins us coming up later on the show today, too. So it's going to be a really good one live at 3 o'clock in studio. Thank you, the town of Ferdinand, for the invitation to your beer fest this weekend. Thank you very much. Bobcat of Indy, thank you very much for sponsoring Drop Offline Sports every morning. Bobcat of Indy is off of Bluff Road in Troy. All your needs. They have the best equipment. If you have anything going on or you need it, or if that's part of your gig, make it Bobcat of Indy. Thank you, my guys. Thank you, Brian and Joe and Chris and Shade, Bobcat of Indy, for being a part of the show, man. We love you. Tomorrow she'll be back. The star of the show will be back riding shotgun with me on Drop Offline Sports, the driveway edition. Just in time for summer vacation. You guys, I'll talk to you later on at 3. Have a great day.